grammar, like Coca-Cola. Okay. So then I start seeing all these other things coming in the tattle jar. What's happening? Everyone wants me to look in Lindsay's backpack because her mom's giving her Cokes. And so I open up this little girl's backpack and I learned what I had found was $1,200 worth of crack cocaine. Lindsay's mom was muling her. Come to find out, she had a different dismissal method every day. I'm like, oh, this one's picking you up today. Who's picking you up tomorrow? What's going on? So through my classroom, they're sending this little girl with drugs. And so that's where I first learned, like, oh, okay. So when we say underserved, like life got real for me in that moment. I mean, we're talking about students who really, they need everything. They need love. They need to understand like boundaries, what's right, what's wrong, what's okay. And they need to be strong enough to stand up and say, Mom, don't give me Coke. Literally, do not send me to school with this in my backpack. And so that is the passion that has fueled me to serve students, especially those come from Title I schools. And I worked in the era for 13 years. And it came to a point in my career where it was like, okay, I want to serve these kids, but now I'm not growing either. And this is one of the things that I've learned about traditional schools is that we lose good people because leadership opportunities for teaching staff very limited. You top out very quickly. I mean, it didn't matter. I kept going on, right? Like, give me every leadership position. Okay, I'm going to get a master's in leadership. Okay, okay, where do I go now? So I left that world to open my own school. And the school that I opened is here in Boca Raton. It's a private school. And so I serve a completely different set of youth. It's a wealthy private school in Boca, right? So they have different problems. They need leadership too. And so I was so excited about the opportunity to serve youth in the Boca Raton community that also are underserved. And so that's what this is doing for me, is giving that part of my heart back. So I'm so excited about this program. I hope you guys can like feel the passion oozing out of me. Here's our vision. It's really long. I won't read it to you, but basically what we're doing is we're pulling together resources, my experiences, the experiences of our committee. We all come together as a collective whole. We're stronger together. We love sustainers. Come on. And what we're doing is we're providing tools and resources for teens in the community who are underserved to help them stand up and say, I don't want you to mule. And that's a really severe case, right? Like that's probably not happening in every classroom, but those types of things happen to our youth each and every day. And we want to empower them to make really good decisions because that's better for them. It's better for our community. It's better for everybody. We have an application process. It's really awesome. Actually, one of my amazing community members designed it, Ronnie. Give a wave. So students will go through a process to show that they're dedicated and that they're serious. And as a result of applying for the program, they're going to get to go through some training and development opportunities. Now, this is our first little baby year. It's a pilot program. I'll show you on the next slide what that looks like. So we're hosting a kickoff event. Unfortunately, COVID in education this year has been not our friend. So we had to push it back a little bit just to make sure that, you know, we're safe and we're taking care of the youth as well. Health is also important. So we have the kickoff starting on 3/3/22. How fun is that? With one of our community partners at the lab at the YMCA. If you haven't been there, by the way, you have to go. It is the coolest place for teens. And I know they love volunteers there as well. So after that kickoff event, that's when the application for these teens who are going to join our awesome program will be due. We'll get together as a committee, review those applications, and then pilot with 24 students through this program, which we've developed. It's 3 days. Our days did get moved around a little bit due to COVID, but we're hoping we push it back just enough for it to be able to be delivered in person. So these are some ideas that we're going through. It's a very thorough and developed curriculum. On the next slide is the kickoff place, but then here's our curriculum. So we're using research-based. You've probably heard of Sean Cody, right? He's awesome. He has the 7 habits of highly effective people. Well, he's modified that for teens. How perfect. And it goes along beautifully with the leadership challenge, which is a renowned and reputable leadership training program, which actually is used at the University of Florida as well. So we'll be going through lots of fun activities for our teams here, and we can't wait to see what they do and become. I'm talking way too much. Okay, I have to be quiet. Next slide. Louder. Loud. Oh, okay, I can be louder. I thought I was done. So what's the impact? What are we measuring as a result of this program? Well, we are offering post-secondary scholarships, and that could be for a 4-year traditional post-secondary institution, or it could be a trade school. We really want to get to know these kids, who they are, what their passions are. That's what leaders are, right? Like, we know ourselves, we know the impact we can have on the world. So we want those post-secondary scholarships to be tailored to what their interests are beyond high school. Community partnerships, of course, right? And then we want to instill confidence and self-awareness for our teens. So that is us at the